Greetings once again, fellow guys, girls and gaming fans. This is Small Archangel. Welcome back to my corner of the ARK. We are having a slight crisis of resources at the moment, perhaps understandably so, since we have moved out here and effectively have left everything else behind, which was kind of what we had to do. But before we get on to what we're going to be doing today, an apology for last week's episode when, for some reason, I managed to cut off the beginning of my video. I don't think much is missing, just the beginning bit, and I think I know what happened. It was basically a glitch in the editing process. Fault of yours truly. So apologies for that. I will ensure that it does not happen again. I haven't done it before, and I don't intend to repeat the experience. Okay, so we have now got beavers in the game. So I've been watching these guys. I've got at least 4 of them living in the pond below my base plateau here, and they are really cute. Actually, they are huge. They're much bigger than you know, the beavers that we'd expect to see nowadays, I guess. And I'm not sure what their ARK name is because quite honestly, the devs update this game so often. Generally speaking, I don't keep up to how many creatures are being sort of introduced. But if I can show you one of these guys up close, obviously they're not aggro. They've got huge teeth, but they are generally, there's one over there, and there's another on the other side. Yeah, they're just really very cute indeed. So I've been watching those guys a little bit, but mostly I've been running around trying to get my garden sorted. Here we go. Look at this dude. Isn't he ace? Kiting. Now, my headgear is completely broken and the other gear is not looking great, and the reason for this is I haven't got any kiting, and we haven't got any dinos around here, or not in our immediate vicinity anyway, that we can harvest kiting from either. So got kind of used to being in our old base and having shed loads of resources. Move out here, we got nothing, which is, yeah, terrific, obviously. Now what I have got is these primitive flat gauntlets, which I actually picked up from a purple drop, the one that's right next to our base, which is great, 2 in-game days ago, I think, and they are actually made out of metal. Now that's flak. We've got some engrams in our list which we could possibly learn for the rest of the flak armor pieces. Right down here, they're recently unlocked. There we go. Flak leggings, we obviously haven't learned to make chitin leggings, so I could probably do with learning that recipe as well. But if we made ourselves a set of metal armor, then obviously that would resolve the problem with the chitin. However, we would need obviously lots of metal. So what I'm planning on doing today is going and seeing if we can find some metal deposits somewhere. Now we do have 3 mountains pretty close by. You can see there's one just over to our east, there's one sort of south westish, which we flew over on the way here, and then there's one a bit sort of northwest. So if we can check those out on our flyer, that would be really cool. Now obviously, again, due to the fact that we have no chitin, you see this, I could just spend all day doing this, and I have done. Due to the fact that we have no chitin, I have yeah, I haven't been able to make a saddle for Oz yet either. So that is another sort of limiting factor, really, is that yeah, we have not been able to make a saddle for Oz yet. So it takes about 150 chitin to make a saddle for an Argentavis, so that's a lot of chitin. So we need to find ourselves a source of chitin along with everything else. So that's what you've missed. Our house is still in. I've done a lot of grinding, we've got a lot of materials, but I haven't put them into place. I haven't basically built the house. So if we've got time today, we will do a bit of house building, but mostly what I'm planning on doing is flying with these guys to check out enable following on Oz, because he's going to be my carrier mule as usual. I will enable following on Carmen as well, because otherwise we can end up with some really interesting situations going on. We will have the map, we will have our compass, and we will head in the direction of the one that's to our north I'm not sure what we're going to find on this mountain other than stuff that's going to kill us, obviously. There's a lot of scorpions there, and those scorpions are a pretty good source of chitin, actually. So that's interesting to note. However, I have a horrible feeling that this mountain is going to be entirely covered with huge raptors. And I've come to, yeah, this is not quite the mountain I intended to come to first, but I came here because it seemed like the most obvious mountain. Yeah, we've still got Oz after us. We do not want him getting thrashed by anything though, but you can see there's like an enormous, that's not even a T-Rex, that's some sort of Giganotosaurus or something. So that's not even a T-Rex, but nonetheless we're going to go up here and we're going to check out, you can see it's quite cold as well. We're going to check out, I don't know, the top of this mountain. I've not seen any metal bearing rocks yet, but we have to know, basically. If you don't look, you don't know. Ah, now there's one. And there's another one, and there's like actually quite a few of them. I just want to make sure that if I land, I'm not going to get immediately thrashed by some enormous thing with massive teeth. Because obviously that would be bad. Now this looks like a crater. There are a lot of metal bearing rocks here, actually, a heck of a lot. And this looks like, no, it's not a crater, it's not a volcano, but there are shed loads, and I mean shed loads. Let me just put away the old map and compass here. There are shed loads of rocks, so I'm gonna try my hardest not to attack Oz with this. Now, I don't really want... Oh, look, we've got silicon crystals as well. Well, we might just grab some of those while we're up here. But I'm just going to keep hitting rocks till we've got a lot of metal, because that's basically... You stupid bird! That's what we came here for. This is the trouble with putting your birds on follow, but if I could ride them both, I probably would not have this problem. Okay, so finally that's taken a lot of juggling about, actually. It's so fruitful, this expedition has been, that I actually had to juggle around quite a lot of stuff in order to be able to physically take off again with the birds. So yeah, well, do you know what? I don't even need my map and my compass. I can see Hidden Valley from here. It might take us a while to get back, folks, because we're still going pretty slowly, and Oz will insist on doing that. I wish he wouldn't. Oz, your head looks bad enough from the outside, guy. Just stay back. Finally, here we are. We just about got back without Carmen running out of stamina, but it's been a near thing because she's going so slowly. Oh, look, there's a couple of dead raptors down there. Question is, what killed them? Should I be nervous? What has attacked those raptors? There's a fairly bloody looking pair of beavers as well. What is down here that in my absence has killed two raptors? I don't know. I don't see anything particularly, but who knows? I probably should be slightly worried, but I can't see anything right now. Oh, I think I see but that was a raptor over there. Okay, that was a raptor over there, so that doesn't make a lot of sense. No, I don't see anything too dangerous here. Where's Oz? You land up there, pal, and you're in big trouble. Land somewhere sensible. Land near your friend. Yeah, there's a good boy. Not through her. Oh, for chuff's sake. Well, anyway. Okay, so I'm carrying some stuff. I'm not going to be able to carry all of what Oz has got, because he's got a lot of stuff. He's got a lot of metal. Now, I probably can't even move now, because that is... No, you're right, I cannot. So, let's take half of that. But you can see why I want to put my my birds up on a shelf there, if at all possible, so that they're out of aggro's way. There we are, and we'll have that as well. Thank you very much, guys and girls. There we go. So we'll put that in there as well. And there we've got plenty of metal going. So if nothing else today, if we achieve nothing else, we have at least managed to grab a load of metal, and we've managed to identify a mountain pretty close by, just up to the northeast there, northwest, beg your pardon, which will supply us with so much of an abundance of resources of crystal and metal that we can't, in point of fact, get home. So next time I will make sure that my birds aren't carrying such an enormous, ridiculous oversufficiency of meat. I think I might have to think about making a feeding trough for them. The only thing is I'm going to have to look into that, because I'm not absolutely sure if when you make a feeding trough for your birdies, for your dinos, I'm not sure whether that means that you have to have them on. You have to have wandering enabled to allow them to go physically over to it, or if they have to be able to get to it, or I'm really not sure. I'm not sure. I shall have to have a little look into that. Okay, so I have been gathering shed loads of stone here. I've got a modest shed load of stone here. So we're going to make some more parts for our base. We're perhaps going to have to do some of this tomorrow, because it's getting a little bit dark, and with the best will in the world, I can't actually sort of, you know, light the place up like a Christmas tree. Okay, so let's make some more stone walls for our house. There we go. We'll make 5 stone walls, and then we'll place those. No, not that. There we go. There, and we'll go. Hello? The feck are you doing in my... It's not my house, but straight through the window. There you go. Maybe that is why... I'll take the gift it's left me. For my farm. Maybe that is why we need to close our windows, so that, you know, little things don't fly in. I don't know. Okay, so let's see. We need a wall there. We need a wall here. There we go. We're going to need a window wall on this side. And we're going to need just blank walls here. Because, as I said before, we've got a doorway here that is eventually going to lead to the rest of the house. So, oops, there we go, a little bit more wall there. So we're going to need to make a couple more window walls, one for there certainly, and then just blank walls for the rest of it, because we're going to have sort of another wing of the house there, so we're not going to be able to fit. We're not going to be able to see out the windows. It's just going to be blank wall. But this is going to be at least 2 blocks high, this part of the house. But I would like to get it finished as soon as, because we need to be able to place a bed in there. Because as things stand, I have to make a new sleeping bag each time. Yeah, I need to make a new sleeping bag each time I sort of spawn to one of my other beds and then spawn back here, because obviously you can only use it once and then it breaks. So guys, it's getting a bit dark out there at the moment. I got some torches we can light for in here, but there's not a lot of point because, well, it's out there. We really need to be able to see. So we're going to finish building. We're going to finish our building project in the morning, but that gives me a chance to do some crafting overnight of all of the parts that we need, and then we'll put it together. We'll put it together when the light returns. Welcome back, guys. It is the dawn of the next day, or just past. I have been crafting stuff like crazy, and also we've got quite a few metal ingots now, which is good because that means that I'm going to be able to repair some of my stuff. For example, my pickaxe looks a little bit like it needs repairing, so we're going to repair that up. There we go. Hello, can I have it back, please? I also like to repair my torch this way as well. Just a bit easier. Lovely. Okay, and so I'm going to leave that forge going for the moment. Now I've actually got far more of these than I can usefully carry at the moment. So let's see, how many of these can I physically carry? This many? Yeah, we should be fine with that. So I did a little bit more crafting, a little bit more building last night, and I actually decided that this one here wasn't quite what I wanted, and that actually what I want there is to be just have, come on, just to have a blank wall there, like that. There will be a window there, but actually above that, so I've got it on the wrong level. This is going to be, okay, I might have to have a ramp there. We can't really get in there very well. Yeah, basically this is going to be 3 levels high, 3 stories high. So we're just going to finish this level first. And I think I calculated it right, so I think we've got enough walls. Looks like we've got a beaver right outside. Now, oh, that is not right. I actually wanted to put a window there, so that was foolish. So I'm going to have to make another wall now. Hey-ho, that's the way it goes. There we go. So that is pretty much what we're after there. And then I want a window in that wall there. And a window in that one there. And then that will finish this level off. So we'll go get that. Look at this guy. He's like a badger or something. Yeah, so we might need a ramp there as well. Okay. And there's a window there. So that is that layer, if you like. And then the top layer... basically what we're going to have 2 layers worth down here, so that we're able to put in big cupboards, tall cupboards, the large storage chests. Then we're going to have a layer above that, which actually is going to be like an upstairs layer with perhaps a mezzanine of, you know, a catwalk going around the outside, which would be really nice, and then the roof after that. So I probably still haven't made quite enough walls, to be honest with you, but there you go. Now the back wall, as ever, is just going to be blank because there's no point in having any windows there because we can't see a flaming thing, because there's no view. There we go. And then we're going to have windows at this point because I think we're only going to have 2 layers on the other parts of the building, so we're able to put some windows in here. So that's why I've made these windows for there and for there. There we go. And then we can have just normal wall there and there. So our windows don't exactly match up, but that's fine. They don't need to. Oops. There we go. And one here as well. Okay. And then one here as well. There we go. Okay. Yeah, can't get through the door, so we're going to have to probably make, I don't know, can I get through this side? Is that a bit... Yeah, I can get through that. I think we need a ramp at the front there. I wish we could build steps, but we cannot. So there we go. Now, how the heck I'm going to get... Basically, I'm going to have to build my catwalk around before we can even get up to put the roof on, because I physically can't get up there at the moment, so... Okay, so we need to learn some engrams to further our progress. Now, I'm not sure if there's a stone ramp in here or anything we can use as steps. I know about a wooden ramp. I know how to make that. There's a dino feeding trough. We'll have to... I've got to do a bit of research into that. Wooden catwalk. Now, that's probably what we need. Slope stone roof we've learned. Stone ceiling we've learned. Wooden catwalk. I think we need to learn a wooden catwalk so that we can make some of those, hopefully, to go around the outside. Wooden hatch frame. We probably need a hatch frame as well, a wooden hatch frame, so that we can have... Now, yeah, we'll learn that one as well, so that we can make ourselves... yeah, a ladder access, basically. That's going to be the easiest thing to do there. There is no such thing as a stone ramp. There's a sloped roof, which probably isn't going to be the right angle to get in, so we might just have to make ourselves a wooden one for the time being. Okay, so I guess we'll have our ladder access somewhere towards the back of the hall where it's not too close to our doorways, where it's obviously going to get in the way. So I think we'll have it about here. So I'm going to place the hatch about there, and you can see I'm only actually this way. I'm only going to have sort of, I don't know, let's just see actually, because I have a feeling that the catwalk is, yeah, the catwalk is actually going to be, yeah, a little bit narrower, isn't it? Now, can I actually put that the other way around? Does it have to go? Okay, so it seems that we're not really going to be able to do this with a catwalk, because the catwalk only really wants to place itself sort of approximately a mile from the actual wall. It'll go end on like that, fine, but that's not much use to me really. Where I want it is here, and there's a great big gap, so that's obviously not an ideal use for the catwalk. So what we might just have to do, we might just have to place a wooden floor here, and then yeah, have a ladder access to that, and then we'll have the middle part here, the middle block sort of free, like, you know, so you can see down it. I'm barely getting through there now. So we'll put our catwalk in here because we may have a use for it, and then we're going to make another hatch frame for the other side, I think, and we're also going to make a load of just wooden floors. And we've leveled up thanks to doing an awful lot of building work. Oh yeah, we're still going to need a ramp there for the time being. We'll just use this entrance here. Now I've made another hatch frame for the other side, which is going to go just kind of opposite the first. Yeah, there. And then the other floor pieces, hopefully this is still going to look quite nice. There. And there, but not right on the end there, and there, and basically all the way around. Okay, so I think we should probably deal with this level up. Let's see: stamina, food, water, weight, melee damage, movement speed, fortitude. Oh my gosh, I never know what to spend my points on nowadays. Let's give me more melee damage, and then we're just going to ignore those for the time being. Alright, so I have gathered some stuff, but I've pretty much, so that I could continue gathering at the same time, I've pretty much gathered my resources and crafted simultaneously. So we've got some wooden ceiling here. That is not what I meant. Okay, that's how that happened last time. Alright, let's see if we can get this the right way round. Is that the right way round? Yes, it is. It is a constant bone of contention, really, that we can't turn the pieces of wall and floor and what have you round the way we actually want. So I'm going to demolish that, and we're going to... What happened? Oh, I don't think... Yeah, I think I must have not quite... Or is that still... Okay, that's quite odd. Did that demolish or did that not demolish? Oh no! Demolished the wrong thing. Stupid. Okay. So I can't reach the ceiling. Fine, fine. Okay, so I've made some stone walls here. We best use one of them right there. Okay, I picked up a pteranodon saddle from our purple drop there, so that's quite cool. But my Terra already has a saddle, so that's not ever so useful. Alright, so we're going to need to make some ladders now, if we can make ladders. If I've got the space, here we go. We can make one of these. So at least that allows us to actually get up here. Let's just place a ladder. Now, we need... Oh, we're actually going to need a pair of them, because obviously we're sort of 2 stories up. Can't place ladder. Okay. Yeah, as I say, it would be really nice, actually, if we could, you know, place ladders and place objects generally where we want them, instead of them just kind of pinging randomly around like this. Probably going to be best like that, but we are going to need another one. So, is there anything else we could place at this point? No. I'm probably going to have to go and put some stuff away before we can do anything else, because I accidentally made a hatch frame instead of making what I actually meant to make. So let's put away that hatch frame. Let's put away some other stuff as well. Okay, there we go. Now we can reach that. Let's just see. Oh, I do hate the way that you walk straight through ladders. That's really quite strange. Alright, I'm going to take this out. There we go, and I'm now encumbered, which is lovely, but let's see. Can I put that in the right way round at all? Or does it have to go that way? There we go, that's better. That's what I meant all along. Okay, so we're going to need some sort of trapdoors there, because otherwise we're going to accidentally fall down our ladders, which would not be ideal. We're going to need a couple more ladders. Ladder 1, 2 for the other side. And then I have got a couple of other things that we're going to need to place here as well. Yeah, not there, funnily enough. Right above my face there. And we're going to need another one for the other side, if I can avoid falling down there. There we go. And then I've got some left-handed and right-handed slopes as well. So what do we have? This one here. And that one there. And may as well have a drink while we're at it. And there. And last but not least, there. And then we're going to be ready to place our roof. Starting at this end, I do have a little bit of roof here, but not ever so much. Basically I've got 2 pieces of roof. There we are. I'm going to need some flat roof as well, but our roof is going to be stone too. And I've got 2 pieces waiting for us back in the other part of the base. Now I need to place some ladders here. Is this going to hurt? No, thankfully. Alright, let's place this ladder, hopefully the same as we did the last. There we go, marvellous. So this is coming on. It's now starting to look pretty cool. Okay, so we're pretty encumbered right now, but we're going to see how many of these roof pieces we can fit. It's going to get dark soon, but we're going to make as much of a... we're going to complete this house as much as we can this episode. I've pretty much run out of resources again. All of them, all gone. But at least we're making some progress. Okay, so I'm going to place some roof parts here if I possibly can. Thank you. That is where I meant. Just be careful not to fall down there. Don't place them where I've already placed them, because that would be a waste. Whoops! And I knew that was going to happen. We've only got 1 more piece of roof to fit anyway. And I'm fairly sure we don't have the wherewithal to make any more. Let's just check. Actually, I have got quite a bit of... But I think I probably need some more... probably need some more thatch or something. Oh, there we go. We can just make 1 more and then we are out of stuff, basically. Probably need some more wood for the job. But... for the moment, let's just place whatever we can. There we are. Alright, so that's nearly done now. Let's just get my torch out. It's kind of dark in here. So that's almost done. We need literally 1 more piece of slope roof, and then obviously we're going to need a load of bits of roof for the outside, for the middle section as well. Then I will probably at some point put some sort of rail round here so we don't fall down. But that's refinements for later on, quite honestly. I'm not going to worry about that too much. Right up there with, kind of windows and doors and all that kind of luxury stuff. We're not ready for that right now. We still have a roof that rains in, but I have a suspicion that it's still going to rain in even when we've finished building the roof, because it did before. See, I'm under a roof right now. Is it raining? No, but that's because it stopped raining altogether. So there we go, folks. That is the story so far. The Great Hall is now looking, well, rather greater. So that's cool. Let's see how big that is, and that's only part of the story, really. That's only the first part of it. So that is pretty cool. I'm quite pleased with that. So the story continues, and I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, you know what to do. Hit that like button. Let me know. Please feel free to leave any comments or any sort of tips you have, any suggestions you have. For goodness sake, if you know more about building than me, help me out here. I'm still learning the basics, I feel like, in this game, in spite of the fact that I've been playing for, let's see, 132 in-game days, and I'm level 67. There you go. I still feel like I'm a total noob, and I don't really know what I'm doing. But our base is going to be all sorted eventually. Now we just need to get ourselves some keratin. Or maybe I should make myself some metal armor. I'm not sure. But one thing's for sure. Between now and the next time that you join me for an episode, we are very much going to be, well, I am very much going to be grinding again, getting us some more resources, because we have got, 15 wood to our name and 81 thatch, which is pretty poor. So the last thing I'm going to do this episode is place this wooden ramp so we can actually get through the front door. But yeah, any point the devs see fit to provide us with something that looks a little bit classier than that, we're going to be using it, because that looks a bit rubbish, really. I want some steps, devs, come on. Let us make some steps. And there is a blue drop over there, which I may or may not go and grab. Look at the speed of these beavers. They really know how to move in water, don't they? Not so much out of it, but in it they're pretty groovy, I have to say. This game just keeps getting better and better. Alright, there's one of those bats again. Okay, guys, so thank you very much for watching this episode. I do hope you'll join me for the next one, and when we will probably do a bit more work on our house, but also try and do some dino taming as well. We definitely need some dinos. Also, need some chitin and various other things as well. But I think dinos are probably going to be next on the agenda, though I could do with getting my armor sorted out as well. Okay, choices. So much to do, so little time to do it. So, for tonight, I'm going to shut the door on the cruel world, light that again, and make some more. Make myself some more metal ingots. And perhaps repair my tools up, because my hatchet needs a bit of attention, etc. So, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. I do hope you'll join me for the next episode. Until then, keep gaming, keep surviving, and stay happy. Bye-bye for now.